That was honestly.
How are you, Jane? I'm documenting.
You want to let me look at these?
Well,
Yeah,
you know,
made
so much
I'll get to
noise.
that.
I was
I'll make copies for you. I've seen the buffalo soldiers, but I haven't seen the slave ship.
It's too late now. No, it really was difficult. They couldn't handle it.
And I do talk a lot.
Well, I do too, but it didn't do me any good.
Yeah, they got rid of it at the Brighton Library.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
You're in the film too.
Yes, oh, I love film. All I do is just do little clips and then just put them together.
Yeah, you had signed a really it's just a second.
Yeah.
Here we go.
All right, thanks.
We're going to go out? We're going to drive over to, let me get the display. How y'all doing? Hi, how are you? Right, I remember them from St. Nazareth.
As soon as we get through with the potty breaks, we'll...
Okay.
I finished your movie. I did the credits.
Okay. Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, we want to move to two graves on the way to the Grand Honor of the Republic, where we're in a major part of our presentation. And the first grave will stop at, what's the first stop? Nathan Sprague. Nathan Sprague. So these two gentlemen and this young lady here are going to be our guides. So if these been confused, check with them. Don't ask me. I didn't do it. In case everyone doesn't know, this is my good friend, Mrs. Jean Zirkus. She is also a member of the Freedom Commission and facilitates a lot of what we do. So you want to know about Rochester history, especially with respect to the Douglass legacy. This is the lady, Mrs. Jean Zirkus, all right? And yeah, I think she's around the corner with so what we're going to do is saddle up, and at the first corner, which is 5th Avenue, we're going to turn left. We're going to go to the first street. The street we're going to turn on is Elm Street, Elm Avenue, and make a right over. Are you ready?
You better follow someone.
Just saddle up.
And here we go to the Nathan Sprague funeral burial plot. We're at Mount Hope Cemetery, and we got a caravan. We got us a caravan going. Got a young man up front walking, so Nathan Sprague can't be too far. I'm going to follow Dr. Anderson's lead here. He's over there, so here we go. the spot.
I saw you in my rearview mirror.
Hey,
When I
girl.
come over here, it's like, where'd he go?
How you doing?
I'm good.
Beautiful. Hey, how
Oh,
you
well,
been?
thank you. I've been okay.
Good.
Yeah, I've been doing well. How about yourself?
Good. Good. Still at MCC?
Yes.
Beautiful.
Yes, it's a nice gig. Can't complain.
Excuse me.
Beautiful. How
Can
you
you show me
doing?
how to get this ready for the camera? Hello, Miss
Hi.
Benjamin. How you doing? How the baby?
Good, good.
I ain't saw you in years. She's
Hello.
an artist, Mason.
We went back and we found a bunch
Told
of
this
so
us. We got her
started
phone.
to who you were. And we found out that we have you in the credits.
We made it. There we go, brother. Good one.
So your paintings are in it.
Good.
Yeah.
This is good.
Who you telling?
Oh no, it's going to be shown at the special program Sunday afternoon at the
This is
Riverside
Joanne, my
Library.
daughter.
Hello.
Deals with, there's going to be something from
Okay.
Sister City.
How you doing?
Mrs. Dix.
Yeah. Where mom at today?
Where's mom?
And Mason.
Oh, you doing somewhere?
Yeah, we might have
You saw, you see Musa when he came up?
Yeah,
Yeah.
really.
Yeah.
Your escorts are waiting, folks.
Yes, we are waiting. We're ready.
I like your painting, so there's beautiful.
So follow the escort.
That was a great project. I wish I could get another one like working with kids, right? Yeah, I was working with a bunch of high school students from
Well, you know, you won't figure that term out if you don't know what you're doing.
This is simple. I push the red button and it records.
Oh, you recording? Okay.
right here is Nathan Sprague, the man we're honoring. This is his aunt.
Created the Austin Stewart.
George Cook is also a family
There's a relative Nathan Sprague.
This is all of his family. His Annie, his sister, his mother,
His father, and his what's his sister?
Is that his daughter?
Yeah, this is his daughter.
and that's his daughter.
This is the daughter of Nathan and Rosetta. This is their daughter right here.
Which
She's
daughter?
right here.
Hattie, huh?
Second, yeah. Wait. Yeah, it's Hattie Sprague.
Everyone you
Little
see from
rusty.
here,
Good stuff, folks.
And the
all
whole,
these films are related to Nathan Sprague.
so we wrote all
So this whole section right here is his family's burial ground.
And why are we dealing with Nathan Sprague?
Why are we doing it? Now he's African American color.
All right. Yes, we are trying to get us a curriculum together. We're shaping it as we go along and relying on the research expertise of people like Ms. Nolte here, who is the president of the Friends of Mount Hope Cemetery. And now I see my other daughter there, Miss Chloe Johnson.
I made it.
Yeah.
How you doing?
All right, how you doing, man? Mr. Mason, this year. We have wrapped a lot of the Afro-Rochester story around Frederick Douglass, almost as if he was shot out of the cosmos and dropped among us. But we know that in fact he stood on the shoulders of some and certainly was supported in various ways by a number of other people, not the least of which would be members of his family. And we have in this cemetery plot some members of the family he was born into, as well as his wife and children that were related to them. What we have in the way of Nathan Sprague's story is that he was late coming to the United States colored troops. Although he had married Rosetta sometime earlier, but in 1864 he would enlist and become a part of the 54th Massachusetts Infantry Regiment, which is probably the best known of the regiments, especially given the way it came into existence and how their performance at Fort Wagner in South Carolina, July 18, 1863, was critical in changing the attitudes of a number of people about the capabilities of men of color. We probably ought to play up more the fact that once the war is over, and even though Nathan is having issues, problems with making a good career start or even developing a good career, he nonetheless must be remembered as one who saved both people and artifacts from the Douglass home as it burned to the ground in 1872. So we owe him that. But like all the other 200,000 men who were part of the United States Colored Troops, we owe that body of men, and therefore each one in it, respect for how they became the margin of victory for the United States government, the Union. Recall that the president was quite worried that in 1862 he was not seeing any significant victories by his army, superior in numbers to the Confederates, but perhaps not in the will to fight, and certainly lacking the kind of military cunning and determination that Southern boys were raised on as compared to Northern men. So Nathan Sprague was part of that, and we therefore would ask you in your own way to speak on behalf of those who lie in yonder hallowed ground, and especially Nathan Sprague, and see if we can't take some of the spirit that pulled him into the 54th, that had him to save people and artifacts from the house and struggle to be a man. If you will do that, we will be happy and encouraged to move on to deal with others that way. As a matter of fact, yes.
Actually, from what I've just gathered, Annie Sprague, the daughter of Nathan and Rosetta Sprague, was was born 1865 and died 1898.
So she's a younger. Additionally, it's likely that Annie Sprague was named after another Annie. What do you think?
I think so. Rosetta's sister.
Rosetta's sister. Tell us what you can about that sister.
Well, she was the love of Frederick Douglass's life, the apple of his eye. She died young. It's been said that she died of a broken heart because her daddy was gone, and she was a smart little thing. She knew German and wrote poetry and was very aware and mature for her young years, and knew about what was going on in Fred's household and his life. And she also was a joy to her mother, Anna Douglass, and she was their angel, but she was taken young.
Yeah, I think it was not quite 10 years old, right, Annie?
Not quite 11.
Yeah, she was 10, I believe.
She was the youngest.
Yes, she was.
She was the only of one of the 5 born in Rochester. And, they were probably still living on Alexander Street when she was born, but shortly after they moved to where School 12 now sits on South Avenue. There was a farm, and so she had plenty of place to roam and play, and that area then too was fairly well populated by people of German descent. That may well have contributed to her capacity to learn to speak and write language as well. Additionally, the Douglases had a house guest from Germany, of course, now and then. But the point of it is, you're right, she was exceptionally bright, and to have her life terminated so soon was something that perhaps Anna, her mother, never really overcame. And in tribute to her, we think her sister Rosetta decided to have her precious one named for the sister that didn't reach maturity. Oh yes. Keep up the conversation while I go get like say what you will.
Annie was very supportive of Frederick in terms of his efforts to be a part of the Underground Railroad, to keep that piece alive and well, and making sure that slaves were brought in, and she would be the perfect host in feeding them and getting them clothes and making them feel comfortable as they got prepared for the next part of their journey to Canada. She was a perfect host. Also, I have to commend her because Frederick wasn't the most loyal of men. So, so she really, ignored those kinds of things and looked at the real piece here in terms of, the salvation of her people. And also helping him. He had no money at the beginning to actually get here and get himself established and, making sure that, that he sent for the family. So she really, kind of was very instrumental in just this whole piece in helping Frederick to even get things off the ground. Getting away from Virginia, I think it was Virginia, Maryland. Okay, from Maryland in disguise and, the money and stuff, because she was free. She was a free woman. And so she was very instrumental in just helping him to even get here and get this piece going in terms of the Underground Railroad and getting itself established and having a business and, being able to do the things he was capable of doing with her support. Yes.
Adding on to the fact of the burial, Louise, Nathan Sprague's sister, was born 1853, died 1891. 1858. Died 1891. Her tomb says Aunt Lou, which some would assume to imply that one of his daughter Annie may have put this here, or a relative may have put in like some sort of input in where how and where she was buried. It could not have been Annie, because Annie died before she died. So it kind of implies that a close relative or descendant might have something to do with burial of Aunt Lou, otherwise known as Louise.
Is Rosetta buried in this plot or with the Douglases?
Right there, the very next one.
Oh, this is Rosetta?
Mother?
Probably. What do you think about that?
Yeah.
Okay.
This is Annie.
That's Annie. This is the
Her
mother.
mother.
Her father.
Is this Nathan's mother or is this
Is this
Nathan's?
His children.
This is his wife.
So this is Nathan here.
No, Nathan. This is just this pillar is
What about the
family.
this one?
This one is Hattie,
Yeah, this is
daughter of Nathan and Rosetta.
This is their other daughter.
Come on down.
There's other
And then
And then
this
his
would be-
father.
This would be Nathan.
This is Nathan.
This is so who's?
This pillar is just
It's just the whole family.
Gotcha. Okay, gotcha.
This is mother. That's his other daughter.
Annie.
So this is father, this is Annie. I'm sorry, this is Rosetta.
So, because Annie died younger, so you can tell because of the difference, the way the pillars are designed.
Mm-hmm.
Has more
Rosetta
information
was
about it,
Frederick
because she died
Douglass's
much
daughter.
younger than her other sister.
Okay.
And this is either it's the area over there, or this one was buried more recently than those ones.
Now, Dr. Anderson, did anyone
Granddaughter.
started the fire, or was it just an accidental fire?
One point of view is that it was an accident.
There's
Another
another
point of
Annie,
view
right?
is
Doesn't it
that
say
was
Annie?
Arson. No one
Is
is
that- that's a M.
charged with it.
Yeah.
Therefore,
Minnie.
we don't know for sure.
Minnie.
And George Cook.
There was that.
I'm not really sure.
He was not.
I think.
Oh, okay, that's it's just over here? Okay, so it stops right about there. Okay.
Annie's the first one in that lot.
And then back here.
Yeah, right. And where Andrew is next to them with no stone is Herbert.
Oh, okay, now who's Herbert?
Herbert is one of his children.
Okay.
Lives in New York City.
years
So.
was this when the fire took place? I can't remember his last name.
What's the question, Mason?
What year was this the fire took place in?
Oh, 1872.
1872?
Yeah, 1870. They burned it to the ground.
I know who it is.
It's actually right across, it was right across the whole
Huh? It was number 12 school. Yeah, over there. Yeah.
And
Was that a commanding
George
officer?
H. Cook was actually
Yeah, that must have been.
a close friend to the family, so he was also buried here with the family.
Yeah, his
Okay.
picture was in your documentary.
He was a very close friend to
I had a
to
close-up
Nathan,
of
to
him
Nathan
tonight.
Sprague.
But not biologically related, just a close friend.
Maybe
But he
you
wanted to be
recognized it.
remembered along with the
Sort of like a king family.
Yeah, 44 years old.
He was buried here with them on top of that. And,
born 1855, died 1899.
yep.
Do you think my movie's good?
Yeah, he was exactly 44 years old.
What
Yeah.
you could probably show that he was maybe one of the people who might have buried considering that he died after she did.
Okay.
Okay, well, we're going to conclude our ceremony here. Our young friends from School Without Walls will place a flag at probably the large marker to indicate that we have had this connection today. How far out should we go?
I sure.
Thank you. Now we will return our vehicles and proceed north and then east to 2nd Avenue. We take 2nd Avenue all the way over to Grove and turn left on Grove Park.
Follow him.
Oh, actually, I usually go over 3rd Avenue. Excuse me. Thank you for correcting me. 3rd Avenue. Yeah. So we're going to go this way, bear right,